everybody, it's April with Diamonds and Doodads, and I am here this evening. It is Friday, April the 4th, 2025, and I am ready to show you all my completions for March, and then I'll let you know what I'm doing this month. And so I'm sorry if there's an echo. I'm in my living room. I'm in a different place, and so this room is big and it has tall ceilings, very high ceilings, and so there may be some echo, and I'm sorry. I can barely edit a video, so I have no idea how to do sound. So yeah, I hope it's not too bothersome, but I know you guys love me and you're watching me, and I'm learning, and we're learning together, and you know, it's really about me journaling videography, I don't know what it is, a videography of my diamond painting journey. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. In March, I had, let's see, I'm not sure how to count them, and I didn't count them ahead of time. I think I have 3 big diamond painting completions, and then some minis and some acrylics. So we'll go through everything. First, and this is in no particular order, this is just what I completed this month. I completed this little monthly diamond painting that I have. I got a kit off of Temu, and it has these monthly paintings on it. And so every month I try to complete them before the end of the month. And this one I completed fairly early in the month, but this is March. All right, and this is a really, it's a great kit. Like I said, it has all of the months of the year in it. So there's 12 of these little 20 by 20 diamond paintings, which we know that's the canvas size, so it's probably 15 by 15, the picture size. And then it has, you know, a good amount of colors on each one. This one there's not on each one. There's a good amount of colors total. There's 26. The canvas is very nice. You can really read it well, and the symbols are clear, and there's nothing wonky as far as like an O and an N. There's you know, and a 0 and an S and a 2. That stuff is very easy to tell what the symbols are. So anyway, I did get this off of Temu, and it's still there, and it was a really good price. And of course, you know, I don't pay full price for anything on there. I got it for some kind of sale. So, and it was a while back. It was way back when I first started ordering from Temu, which was last summer. Okay, so anyway, that's one item that I completed. And then I completed this gonk that I got from my friend, Dr. Karen at Diamond Art with Dr. Karen. I finished him, and this is a gonk. You can't see his eyes, so he's not a gnome. I've learned that if you can't see their eyes, it's a gonk. So this had 12 colors, and it was a lot of fun, and the canvas was nice and sticky, and it's a partial, so it went real quick. I have sealed this, and so the diamond, I didn't really need to, but I did because I wanted to. I did wind up, I let it sit under something heavy for a long while to flatten out the canvas, and then I did hit it with an iron just a little bit. But yeah, this was my gonk, and he's so pretty. I think he's so cool. He's throwing up that peace sign. He's got his pinwheel, his groovy pinwheel. So, and let it be. Let it be. All right, so that's him. Okay, and then I'm going to show you my big completion for the month. This is Angel Wings by Reagan Kubicek. I got it from Dreamer Designs, and this was my entry for the Reagan-thon that was done by Ditsy's Diamond Den, and it was for the month of March. And I think this was, I know this wasn't the first time that they did it, but a little bit about this canvas. I haven't gotten into the post reviews or any of that other stuff, so I'm kind of going to do that here. But anyway, this is a 40 by 60, and it had 36 colors, and it's round drill, And I bought this when I first started. I'll show you the bottom of it too. I bought this when I first started my diamond painting journey, and I have had it that long. So I finally found a time when it worked for me to do it. I decided that this year I'm going to participate in some events because I haven't participated in any events, and I have run some events, but I haven't participated in any. So I thought, well, I'll do this. So anyhow, this was Dreamer Designs, and this is an older canvas, and I had some problems with the drills. It seemed like, especially some of these green ones, they were real plasticky. Now, their round drills are acrylic. They are not resin. They are acrylic, and especially these green, they were very, they just were, it was like they were plastic, cheap plastic in some instances. It was terrible. There was some trash, and there was also some inconsistencies in drill sizes in those green ones, and I wasn't happy with the green ones. Now, the rest of it I was happy with. The glue was great. The grid was fine. There were a couple of places where it was hard to, the symbols were a little bit blurry, but as I said, this is an older canvas. I know that Dreamer Designs has made some improvements since then, and so it wasn't bad enough that I had to chuck it out the window. She turned out beautiful. So I'm going to get her sealed up, and then I'm going to hang her up in my office. And look at her. And I'm going to make one of those curtain rods that you can hang up, and you can switch your pictures out. I'm going to hang it up on a wall, and then I can switch out through the seasons or as I do a completion or something that I just want to look at. So that was my big finish for the month. All right, so that was 3 canvases, a smaller one, this large size 40 by 60, and then the 30 by 40 gaunt. Okay, and I'll show you these in a minute. This is what I'm going to be working on this month. I want to go and show you the other things that I completed this month. I did participate in another event this month, and it was the March Mini Madness that Principal Painter, Messy Girl Crafts, Diamonds Are a Girl's Best Friend, and Michaela Renee were put on. It was the first year for this event. I'm trying to put out my little canvases here that you can see my minis here. All right, so let me pull this over this way. There we go, we can see it better. What I did is you had to be eligible for the grand prize, you had to complete 6. And you posted 1 every week, so there was 4 that you posted each week. They had weekly prizes, and they had some grand prizes. So what I did, I had decided that they had a little system where you did like a March Madness bracket, and I started out doing that, but I just couldn't keep up. I had too much going on, and other things that were more important to me than trying to figure out which canvas I liked out of a total of 16. So I wound up with 8, and I'm fine with that. But I started out like putting them head to head, like, every week I tried to do a like one with the like number of drills or the like type of photo. So this here was the balloons these are Diamond Art Club Mini Dazzles, the ones with the frames here. And then these bottom ones are the 4th of July set from Paint Gem. So both 4th of July sets from Mini Dazzles from Diamond Art Club, Paint Gem, 4th of July set. And I put these together like this. So I had the fireworks together. Then I did the barbecues together, barbecue grill, and then what you would eat at a barbecue. And then I did the drum and the ribbon together, which we can't see because I am too far out of frame. I put these 2 together because they were kind of the same size, looked like about the same size. as far as the art, the piece of art, the piece of the picture. So anyhow, I don't like I don't like one over the other. They're both about the same. If I was pressed to really choose a set, I would probably choose the paint gem because it was more colorful. There was a lot more color involved. They weren't all red, white, and blue, which is fine. I love red, white, and blue. I am a patriot of the United States of America, and don't anybody ever forget that. I love red, white, and blue, but there was something about, having these with the color in them. If I'd have had that set just by itself, I'd have been like, okay, yeah, this is great. But this, I found out that I kind of like just having extra color. But anyhow, these are all fairy dust drills in the mini dazzles from Diamond Art Club. And then there were some special drills in the paint gems. A couple of, no there weren't. I'm sorry, these are just regular drills. There weren't any special drills. I apologize. There weren't any in these. But by golly, they sure are sparkly. Look at these things. I mean, that's sparkling now. It looks so much better in person. I mean, these are just sparkly for just being, a regular drill. No AB coating, no fairy dust, none of that. All right. But anyhow, that is what I did for minis. Okay. And I still need to finish out both of these sets. The paint gem has, I think it's got like a total of 12. It might have more than that. It might have 16. I think it's only 12. And then of course the mini dazzles, they have 8, and I haven't finished that yet. But I will. I'm sorry, that set has 6. I apologize. That one has 6. I haven't finished that yet. Got some more to do on that. Then let's go to like my acrylics. So I did a standee. This is a little bunny, Easter bunny. And I did show him on my channel when I got her actually. She's a her. She has a bow. So I'm calling her a her. How about that? She's so cute. Easy to work up. It was quick. It's so pretty, bright, and colorful. I did seal it. And I used spray sealer. I used the, what's it called? The Men Wax gloss in spraying in a can, like spray paint. I'm not impressed. The drills still move around. I like it because it looks so clean and there's no brush marks and whatnot. But the drills don't stick, so I don't understand the sealing part. Why do the drills still move around? So I'm going to have to hit it with the stuff that's in the, the quart-size can. I'm going to hit it with a brush and that sealer and do that. So that was one of my very favorite things that I did this month. My little bunny. My Easter bunny. All right. And then I have another Easter bunny. And here he is. And I wish you could see it better because the color's so pretty. And I'm on my iPad. I can't figure out, I don't know how to zoom. I don't think I can with the iPad. It's not a phone. But I'm trying to bring this up and keep good light on it so you can kind of see the colors and the shine. But this is one of those acrylics that has a chain. So I haven't put it on yet. I did spray this with the sealer as well. And same thing, the drills still move around. So I've got to hit it with the brush and the sealer that's in the can. Those were my 2 cute little bunnies for Easter that I got done. I love them so much. All right. And then the last acrylic that I got done was this one. I got all these acrylics from Dr. Karen with Diamond Art with Dr. Karen. The last one I did was this other one that hangs up. I haven't figured it out yet because if you look, the holes are way down here and the hooks you know, they're not that long. So I haven't figured out how to get those clips on here. I did try a couple of times, and I wound up, I have the film still on the back, and I scratched it up, which is fine. I didn't scratch the acrylic, that's why I left the film on there. But anyhow, I'll figure it out, or my husband will, or something. Or I'll just use a string or a ribbon, because that works too, and that'll feminine it up a little bit. But this is With God All Things Are Possible. It's pretty. It's not a favorite. I thought that it was very cheaply made, and the reason that I say that is because the glue was just tacky all over where the glue was supposed to be. It was awful, and you'd put the drill on there and it would kind of slide a little bit, and it was just not good quality. I didn't like that. But it turned out okay in the end. I made sure, I actually, before I started it, you know, I took the plastic off of it and I let it dry some, because I'm like, I'm having a problem here. You know, this glue is not working right. So I thought, well, maybe I'll dry it out some and that will help. So I did, and it helped some. But, you know, what really helped was after I got the drills on, I sprayed it with that sealant, the Minwax polyacrylic and high gloss, and that's what helped it, because it got rid of that tackiness. These drills move around still too, so this is going to be another one where I get I'm not doing the spray anymore. That, you know, I've saved myself some money and time and trouble. It wasn't worth it. I thought I'd try it. It didn't work for me. I don't know, it's my climate. You know, I'm in Florida. It's hot and humid. I don't know. Okay, the other thing about this one is these black drills are terrible. They're awful. They're real plasticky. You know, this is the crystals, and then this is acrylics. These black ones they're not crystals. But let me tell you what, they felt so much like plastic. There was a lot of trash, which I know black usually has a lot of trash anyway, but it cheaped it out to me. I don't know, anyhow. But it's not a favorite piece, but I don't hate it. It's beautiful, and I will probably not be able to get that chain in here because the way those chains are with those clips, you know, they're not that long. You can't get that in there. So I'll probably use a ribbon or something, and, you know, hang it on my door to my office craft room occasionally. But that was that. Okay, so that is all my completions. So that was, let's say 2 diamond paintings, because I had the Gonk and the angel wings from Reagan Kubicek, Dreamer Designs. And so those were 2 regular sized diamond paintings. And then I had minis. I had my 6 minis that I used for the mini DP Madness, and then I had my little calendar one, the one that said March, and then I had the 3 acrylics that I did. Whoops, I hit my chair. All right, so that's a pretty good finish for the month. I like that. So what am I doing this month for the month of April? I am participating in 3 events. I was going to try 4, but I can't do it. And there's no sense in me stressing myself out over it. I'm not doing that to me. So I'm not doing any extras. I'm working strictly on these 2 canvases this month, and that is it. So the first one is I'm participating in Be a Little Artsy, that's run by Leopard Leatherworks. And this is a Mrs. Butterdee event. And this is my canvas that I have. I have 2 Mrs. Butterdees, and this is the smaller of the 2. I don't remember the other one, but this one is Artist Room. And so I have started that. This started on April the 1st, and it goes through April 30th. And there is my corner here at the top. Look at those beautiful drills. This is going to be so pretty. Look at that. Is that not beautiful? Those are just gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. All right. And so they do, I think there's weeklies. I'm not sure. Did I write it down? Yes, they have weekly prizes, and then they have a grand prize. And so this is the first time that there's ever been a Mrs. Butterdee event, so I'm in the inaugural event, and that's cool. I got into it, I found out about it kind of late, so I didn't, I did not, I can't talk, guys. I didn't get any like special things, like release papers or anything like that. However, since I've entered the event this past week, I have ordered a trinket tray and 2 pens to go with this canvas. And I have not found any, I haven't really perused the release papers yet. I need to get online and look at those and find some that I like. But I love, guys, this is Diamond Art Club, and I really do like the perforated cover. It works for me. So yeah, I know there's a lot of people that don't like it, but I do. And this is, you know, one of the older canvases, so it has the perforated cover without any kind of lines on it. So you can't see that it's perforated, but it is. This was the first square here that I pulled back. So I got that far. I started this last night. I've got to move on that this tonight. But it's going to go quick for me because there's quite a bit of color blocking in some areas, and it's round. And so I can move quick through this. I also want to try to get a putty that goes with the event, and maybe a cover minder. So, yeah, I'm trying to support the small shops. And now that I'm on a super low buy for canvases, because I have just by themselves, well, I have in just my brand names, or my premium canvases, I should say, I have 177. I don't need any more diamond paintings. So I've done pretty good last month. I need to see what I bought last month and write it down and hold myself accountable. I'll try to share that with you guys too when I start talking more about my stash. Well, I won't try to, I will. I just don't know how near in the future that's going to be. But I just remembered I'm participating with this canvas in 2 different events. So the Mrs. Butterdee by Leopard Leatherworks. And then I am also participating in Diamonds in the Rough by Ditsy's Diamond Den. And I qualify for this event because you had to have some kind of pet in there, and there's fish in this fish tank. And so, yay, I'm in 2 events for this canvas. Whoop, double dipping. That's where it's all at. That's where it's at. That's where it's at, people. Get it in there if you can. Make it work. I was going to do Dakota-thon, and I've never done a Dakota painting, and the ones that I have are pretty good size. Probably my smallest one is Home for the Holidays, and right after that, Silver Lining. And I just decided I wasn't going to put myself through that because I'm already going to be posting in 4 different places now for these events every week. So that's going to be a lot, and I got to keep up with times and all that. So my next one, oops, that was my start sticker with the code word. All right, so the next one I'm going to do is the canvas that I showed you guys not too long ago. And this is the AI art that I created, Royal Rendezvous. And it is put out by Cosmic Crafts. And I am participating in the Cosmic Craft Along. And that's being run by my friend Kayla, who owns Cosmic Crafts. And we are in a group for Diamond Art for Beginners. She's a mod. I'm one of the admins. And we have monthly events in there, at least 1. I think this month we might have 3, maybe 4 going. And I'm running an event this month in there, Landscape Lollapalooza. Today's the last day to get in there, though, unless you really want to be in there. And you can contact me, and I'll see how many participants we have, and maybe I can make an exception. I don't know when Kayla's deadline is for her event, this Cosmic Craft Along, but it was basically any kind of craft that made you happy, any diamond painting that made you happy. It's just a craft along, cross stitch, coloring, whatever. And then there's another one, Spring Has Sprung, I think, and maybe another one. But anyhow, I'm doing this one, my Royal Rendezvous, with the AI that I created for the Cosmic Craft Along. And this is in Diamond Art for Beginners. And this is licensed through Cosmic Crafts, created by me, licensed for me, Diamond Nana, also known as Diamonds.and.Doo-dads. And so this is a 60 by 60 square. This is going to take me a long time. There is quite a bit of color blocking when you look at this. And you might think that this is color blocking, but it's not. It's confetti. There's a lot of places that you think might be color blocking. It's confetti. You know, this is a computer rendered with maybe a tad touch of hand rendering, but it's mostly computer because it's AI. And so, yeah. But anyhow, I'm using this for Cosmic Craft Along and the Diamond Art for Beginners group. And then the other event I'm using this for is for Stars event, and it is fairies. It's fairies. And so since I have the fairy dust around here, I can use this canvas. It had to be something that had to do with fairies, and that was also a diamond painting or an acrylic, or there's no size requirements or anything, coloring pages, cross stitch, whatever. And so I'm using this canvas for 2 events. So yeah, I'm in 4 events. Woo. Woo, I gotta keep myself. Woo. I've got to write everything down and set alarms and all that so I don't miss deadlines. I gotta write down a plan or else I'm gonna mess myself up. But anyhow, that is what is going on for me. For the, that's my completions for the month of March. And we'll run that in my events for April. So my events for April, I have 4. This one with the Cosmic Craft Along, Diamond Art for Beginners, and Stars Fairy event. And then this one, I am double dipping. This is Diamond Art Club Artist Room, and I'm using this for Mrs. Butterdee event in Leopard Leatherworks. And Be a Little Artsy is the name of that. Be a Little Artsy. Isn't that the cutest thing ever? And then also, I'm using this for Diamonds in the Rough by Ditsy's Diamond Den, and she has a co-host, and I forgot the name. Haja Curry or Kari, maybe? I'm not sure. All right, so that's for this for April coming up. You all get to see those at the end. And then, just recapping quick, we have my acrylics. We've got All Things Are Possible. My bunnies. Okay, we'll put her up there. And then we have my smalls, which is a small calendar page. And then I had these 8 minis that I did. And my very favorite one coming up after the leprechaun. So there's my leprechaun. All right. And then to round it all out, and this was the last thing that I finished in March, and this Angel Wings by Reagan Kubicek for Reaganthon. And I had a blast doing this, and I can't wait until next year. And I think I've got 3 of her paintings now in my stash, and they're so pretty, and I can't wait to get some more. And so with that, I will let you go. Just remember that you never know what anybody else is going through. It doesn't cost you a doggone thing to be kind, so just be a nice human being. And sparkle on.